Wicket too for the boys to be playing on. Hunter Sports there with the green jerseys, gold arrow across the chest. They'll be kicking off, running right to left. And their hosts, All Saints College Maitland, will be running left to right in the grey and blue striped number. And we're underway here, round number 2 of 3 rounds in this pool stage for both sides. They get through round number 2, then there'll be a bit of a break over the winter June-July holiday period where we see Aussie Schoolboys selection happening up at Redcliffe in Queensland. And the home side in front of a good crowd here. It's a school day, it's a weekday. What more could you ask for than a bit of footy in the middle of the week on a lovely winter's day? First scrum of the day, feeding it in nicely there is Blair. Some strong carries out wide. Good defence also coming through as well. Flynn Mitchell in the number 13 jersey. McDermott, he's going to be busy day. The halves pairing, Blair and McDermott here for Hunter Sports. The captain, Vitano, scored a double in jersey number 1 today. Bit of confusion there on the attack. Play it safe, hold on to possession, couple of tackles in. Bacon pops it 1 out. Here it is now. Vitano pops out nicely, finds, looking for the corner. First points, they were hunting for them. And they will be denied right at the door. Saints get their second set, back to the wall. Thank you everyone for joining us. Martin Lippiott is my name here in commentary and wherever you're tuning in from. Brilliant to have you here with us on Community TV. Saints right up on the middle of the park, looking to go forward, but a loose carry will be picked up. They'll hold on to it. All Saints charging hard and the ball will be turned around. Here it is with Hunter now. Right at the other end. Bacon off the back, working hard. A dummy half. Loops around again. Offloads it nicely. The kick there from McDermott over the top. It's regathered nicely by Hunter. Saints scrambling to shut them down on the far side. McDermott goes skyward. Very contestable, taken nicely though by Richardson, who beats the first tackle and grabs about 6 metres for his effort. Saints ball in hand. They went down narrowly right at the death to Central Coast Sports College in round 1. And they'll be looking forward also into round 3 on the 26th of July when they take off Farah. Here they are, charging right up through the middle. What a carry. Back with Hunter now. One of 7 sports high schools down in New South Wales. I'll be looking to have a big impression into this match. To Uppe was there next. McDermott at the back nicely. Good carry there from Moses Kincaid. Working hard there, Bacon. Good offload into the hands of Godoy. Bacon again. Across the face they go. A bit of a flutter step there from Keane O'Keefe. Manages to get it away. One more out wide and they're over. Hunter looking to seal the deal in the corner. It doesn't look like they're going to be awarded the try, and it was a good first attempt there by Hunter. They've had a couple of hot shots at the All Saints. A lot of work to do here for All Saints. Couple of tackles in. Darcy Jones, a strong ball runner. Part of that school representative pathway, has a good carry. Up charging over the 30-metre line. Couple of hulking frame schoolboys doing some real damage here as we see a sniping run away from Mitchell. Gets the pop away. Very nice work here from Rob, who's striding down the left-hand side. And Caden Gothard flies through. First points of the game, if you don't mind. The player who usually spends time at halfback, plays for the Maitland Pickers. Comes away with a humdinger on the far side. Traded in that 7 jersey for 2 this week. Gets the Saints up by 4, and it's really interesting because Hunter had so much ascendancy in the opening 5 minutes of play. Saints held fast, kept away 2 tackles, and here they are now. It's a really interesting matchup between these two. All Saints hasn't really played Hunter in recent memory. I think I heard it's been about 5 or 6 years. So if you want to believe it or not, that's before the days of the dreaded COVID that they last sized up against one another. So it's been, well, in schoolboy years, it's been an eternity since they've come up against one another. And the points are going to be really, really important. Obviously, 20 schools play across the 5 pools, 4 schools a pool. The seeded pool of 4, that's the strongest. They'll all be guaranteed entry into the quarterfinals, but then the other 4 spots, it goes to the next 4 best teams from the 4 remaining pools. So winning games, competition points, and having a good for and against is going to be what gets one of these hopeful teams into those important quarterfinals and keep progressing up the Australian Secondary Schools Rugby League competition for 2023. Flags will rise. Saints up by 6.
Converted successful one, number 7, Ashton Farrell. All Saints following Maitland now leads 6 points to 0.
So Farrell good off the tee as the action restarts. Ball will be allowed to bounce as Hunter tries to get one back off the restart. That could have been huge. Saints on the left, up on the scoreboard. Playing with a little bit of confidence now. Mitchell. Really trying to wrestle him down. Over to the right-hand side. Hammering run coming from Hillier. Hillier contracted with the Newcastle Knights. Young year 11 player. There's the kick from Farrell, but he's left it in the oven too long. Now Hunter with the return set. Hunter, they need to respond here. 12 minutes in to the first half. Saints defensive structures holding up very nicely. Stopping Hunter in their tracks, but they miss everyone. They're showing they're human. Bacon across the face. Here it is with Charles Barnes. Vitano, the captain. Little chip off the right. Players charging through. Lots of contests there. You can throw a bedsheet over them. Coming up with it is Slade. Slade offloads it. Gives away the possession. Or does he? Fresh set here for Hunter Sports High. A fumble. Amidst the large group of players that congregated underneath looking for the kick to come their way. Here it is with Hunter now. 120 players in the school, the play league, as they lose it, and it's caught nicely here by Hickling. Here he is now. The rugby convert, Lucas Hickling, recovers the bobbled ball by Hunter, and now 2 tackles in. They're up on the 30. Moving quick off the back head, pops it nicely out. Another strong carry there from Darcy Jones. Over to the right. Players lining up. Some momentum being built. Here we are again. Here it is with O'Connor, but the offload. They're getting antsy. So both teams have now fumbled it out a piece. These young men who will be the rugby league players of tomorrow. Ball with Hunter. They made it to the semi-finals in 2016 of this very competition. They're 8th. They finished 8th in 2022 with a win, a draw and a loss. 3 competition points, minus 12. And obviously they're without their captain, Bo Slade. Hurt his shoulder in round 1. Plays for SG Ball. The starting front row as we see a flying run from Vitano on the far side. Ralphie Binge was there to try and grab the offload, but it'll be scooped up. It's end-to-end action at the moment. Both teams looking fantastic with ball in hand, finding lots of valuable territory on the fringes. What a crowd is amassed out here. Perfect lunchtime excursion. As all Saints look to unleash O'Connor again. He has been white hot in the opening 15 minutes, really hitting his strides well. Now the kick from All Saints coming through. O'Connor looking menacing, but it'll be taken easily there by Vitano, who's hanging out back of the field. At the moment, play is just comfortably moving from end to end. No one really getting stuck down one. Here's Jemima Anu. Hunter getting some good speed into these carries. All Saints defence holding fast. They're in the lead though, 6 points to nil, so they are doing something right for sure. Bacon fires it out to the right. Another kick from Vitano. Binge is flying through. He won't be there for the first up tackle. It will be Keno Keefe. Now All Saints. Pillage. Smooth sailing so far for All Saints, the home team. Hold a nice lead here, quarter of the match down. Definitely been some points left on the table by both sides. Hillier pops it away nicely. What a carry from Big Jack Hillier. Mitchell runs it straight, runs it hard. They're 30 metres away. Oop, good hands there by Hillier. Holds on now. The kick over the top. And Farrell taken nicely by Binge. Binge, work to do. Grabs 5 though. Starting to see a bit of a pattern here. Hunter, they've been stuck down their end of the park for the majority of this match so far. Jacob Bacon at the back. Three tackles in. They've made maybe 25 metres here. They are up against it. And the Saints, they'll be really putting the pressure on as Vitano goes up, and it'll be allowed to run for a minute as his opposite and Pillage is there to scoop it up before he gets the pass away. And now the Saints. Try scorer and Gothard that time. Liam Richardson, the other winger, he's getting involved. Breaks one. Good front foot ball as Lucas Hickling flies up over the 40. They're lining up left, right and centre. Offloads are very tiny, and here it is with Thompson, but he leaves it behind. And Hunter will pounce on it. The captain Vitano does well. And Hickling has made a good pounce there. He stops Bacon. And that'll be one tackle already down for the visitors, and now they're going to lose even more metres than they started with. All Saints firing at the moment. Looking to get their first victory of the season. Hunter obviously beat Farah 14 points to 12 last week, so they're sitting higher on the competition table as the long kick is scooped up nicely by Richardson. And now All Saints looking to dance it out of their own 10-metre line, and they're doing just that. What a play from Pillage. Pass goes nicely for Thompson. Here he is. The 5'8", offloads it tightly to his captain Farrell, and the skipper will dance over the try line. And it'll be 2 on the trot for All Saints. What a result for All Saints. Ten-point lead. The man, boy, scored it. He'll be turning around to see if he can grab another 2 as well. His first kick was a beauty.
Try to All Saints College, Maitland, scored by number 7, Ashton Farrell.
What a player Ashton Farrell is. Also plays for the Maitland Pickers. Not only is he the rugby league captain, he's also the school captain. So important leader within the setup, and he's doing a fantastic job on the park today. And you couldn't ask for a better start if you were head coach Chris Brennan, who's also works with a lot of these players outside of the school, coaches them in the Maitland Pickers. We see a large part of this side, the starting side, playing in the Pickers. I think at least 5 or 6 players, which is really good. And their assistant coach also, Shane Werrett, former Eels, former Roosters player. And I don't want to quote the infamous words of Gus Gould, but I'm told that he was the fastest man in league back when he was playing. I'm not going to say the world because that's just opening a can of worms that I'm just going to leave right alone as we bring it back down now to the field. And here it is with Farrell. Easy as you like. All Saints up by 12. And All Saints are really rugby league rich school. They've got a good history. And a lot of the boys here, they'll be forging some lifelong memories. They might not realise it now, but there's a lot to like about the school. And obviously a big congratulations to former All Saints College Maitland student Hudson Young. He was named in Freddie Fittler's blue side yesterday to take on the Maroons up at Suncorp Stadium. It's going to be a supercharged second round of State of Origin. It'll be very exciting as we see the Saints go marching all the way up the park. Laird Young next in line. Mitchell. Hunter, they've been stuck on defense for this opening half. It's been tough going. They've had to have their shoulders warm. So they've had a lot of it to do. Head gets it away nicely. Farrell. Once again, Lucas Hickling. I'm liking this kid. Hunting for work. Now over the far side. Farrell once again in the mix. Unleashes Gothard. And the winger has dotted over, and he will have a double today. And Ashton Farrell, he should probably get half of it because he held it on a string for him, committed the defenders, created that space out wide. And Caden Gothard, as every good winger needs to do, finishes superbly.
Try to All Saints College Maitland, scored by number 2, Caden Gothard. They now lead 16 points to 0.
They are swinging. Some big hammers out here at Maitland Sports Field number 1. Now, I'm not entirely sure if the boys have to go back to their afternoon classes once they've finished playing here today, but they're going to be pretty revved up at the rate they're going. Doing some serious damage on the scoreboard. It is very impressive. And obviously, we're playing for the Peter Mulholland Cup. That's what this branch, we see those 5 pools I spoke about earlier. We're playing one. That trophy will honour the life and passion for a long-time NRL scout and talent manager, Peter Mulholland. And this recently refreshed Schoolboy Cup, the Southern Conference of the national competition, includes New South Wales, ACT and Victoria. Pays tribute to the man who coached for 14 years, Commonwealth Bank Cup champion 6 times, runner-up once, semi-final, quarter-final once. Very successful man. When this competition was branded under a different logo, as we bring it back to Farrell, who's going to tiptoe past the 20-metre marker, and it'll be his first miss of the day. But All Saints, they're up by 16.
Conversion waves away.
Really important passage of play here. 5 minutes to go. Hunter, they really need to find some points here at the back end of the first half. They need to go into the sheds with a bit of confidence to really help them unleash for what should be a really big second half. Bit of a bobble there. Mitchell on the kick return. It's been a great first half here by All Saints. Head coach Chris Brennan, he'll be absolutely stoked if the boys can just head into the sheds. Scores as is. As a darting run from head off the back as dummy half. Brings them up over halfway. It's been attacking front foot stuff from All Saints College all day. As Binge loses it. And now it's a bit of a scramble. The ball will return to All Saints in the dying minutes of the first half. Everything is coming up All Saints at the moment. Bit of time off here too. Oh, they're just sorting out who's going where. There we are. Isaac Robb jumping in. Head, pops it away nicely. Thompson passes out. Mitchell comes in, loses it in the tackle. It'll be scooped up by Hunter. 3 minutes left. They're 95 metres away from the thin white line that can grant them some scoreboard presence. Binge. Flashy boots there on Jai Callahan. Is there a dummy half? Pops it away. Hunter. They need to crack this defensive All Saints structure. As they look to the right. McDermott. He's been at the school since year 7, so what an honour for him coming through the pathway and getting to play. As we see a nice take off the kick from Darcy Jones. Pillage. Sitting at dummy half. A couple of hands on knees as the double try scorer, Caden Gothard, steps up. Tell you what, he's looking pretty good for someone who mostly plays halfback. And the hits just keep on coming for Hunter Sports High. A penalty given away, and now All Saints with just over 90 seconds left. They're going to get one more bite of this. And if the form of the last 29 minutes is anything to go by, you might be thinking that scoreboard is on course to maybe change one more time. What can Hunter do, though? Can they disrupt the flow? Need to disrupt Flynn Mitchell. Knees up, hard into the tackle. Head. Across the park, Farrell gets another one out. Pops back in, though, for Robb from the carry of Gothard. 60 seconds left here. Farrell switches, Hickling. 10 metres out. All Saints College, Maitland. Attacking. Thompson. Through the gap, a bit of a bubble, a bit of a carry. And Mitchell will get try number 2 for the 2023 season, his first today. All Saints College, Maitland are on a hot streak.
Try to All Saints College, Maitland, scored by number 13, Lynn Mitchell.
An impressive first half, 4 tries for the All Saints. Hunter, they've been on attacking sets that have scarcely gotten past the opposing 40, most of the time the halfway line. They've had a few critical fumbles at times that really could have turned the tide in their favour early in the game, but All Saints, they've just been executing, getting the little 1%ers right. Half time is here, and Farrell brings his kicking percentage up for the half. He's 3 from 4. And it is half time here at Maitland Sports Field number 1, the home side. All Saints College Maitland have put on a superb display. They are up 22 points to 0 over Hunter Sports High School. We're going to take a short break here. Second, polar opposite second half here. They need to strike early. They need to then strike many more times if they have any hope of coming out on top. And Ashton Farrell gets us underway. Second half here of the Australian Secondary Schools Rugby League. Round 2 of the Peter Mulholland Cup. All Saints hosting Hunter. Holland Sports High got a strong rivalry with the All Saints. 2 big rugby league pathways. Binge off the back at dummy half. McDermott works it away. Callahan over the right. Vitano, the captain, puts it onto the shoe, goes long, into the sun, into the face of Pillage. It's allowed to bounce. Hunter give away the penalty. And now All Saints. We'll get it interesting to see. We can see that big billowing wind that's coming from behind All Saints now. But they're facing straight into the sun. The orientation of this field, Maitland number 1, it's going to be hard for All Saints if Hunter can throw some high kicks into the wind with sun in the face. Another good carry there from Hickling, Farrell. Little pop away from Thompson. There's the halfway line. Tristan Head. Oh, he's quite the crafty individual. Dummy half, fires it away. Callahan puts up a great tackle there to slow him down though. Farrell. Hickling. Geez, he's had a lot of touches in the match so far. Here they are now with young Vince Campbell. Up there goes Thompson. The bounce and the flight a bit ugly. It'll come off a couple of sets of hands. And it favours the Saints. It's almost been the script of this game so far. The kicking contests and their outcomes, it's been falling by way of All Saints College. Their coach, Chris Brennan, obviously coaches that Maitland Pickers side, and they've been one of the best in the country rugby league scene in the last couple of years in New South Wales. Won the President's Cup a few years back, Newcastle Rugby League, another big year ahead for them as the Saints look to expand. It was Rob that time. Farrell. Good switch underneath. Laird Young. Farrell, another switch underneath. They're coming in hard and fast. The offload is good. It's gone back into the hands here of Head. But the defence holds fast with Vitano, the Hunter captain, in the lead. Across the face they go. And what a carry! from Flynn Mitchell. When the Saints go marching in, Mitchell grabs 2, and it's number 5 for the home side. White hot. Big result here for All Saints College Maitland. Try number 5. And I was told, Flynn Mitchell, he's a great player. He doesn't have any contract obligations with any bigger clubs at the moment, but he is a guy that will easily grab the attention of those at higher honours. So he's really strutting his stuff out here too today, number 3 for the season. And what an outing for All Saints College Maitland. Hunter Sports High School, they need to pump the brakes somehow. Now Farrell, bit off centre. He'll get 4 from 5. He's 80% for today. Back to the restart. Goes Hunter Sports High School. Now flying in off the back fence. What a carry as we see the Saints marching up even more. Two tackles in, they're up on the halfway. Not showing any sign of slowing down. Have a good carry from Jack Thompson. And the Knights contracted player there. Younger brother of Fletcher, who's in the team as well. Now the kick. It's been a tricky one. It'll be allowed to bounce here by Slade, and it'll roll away. Now they'll bring it all the way back. Hunter, 25 minutes left. They've got to score more at a point a minute if they want to catch that pesky All Saints team at the moment, who have just been unbelievable in the opening 36 minutes. Another good carry there from Charlie Barnes. He's been really good today as Callaghan just wants to get a move along, wants the players, wants a bit of speed, but the Saints really slowing it down at the ruck. A good pass from Callahan, gives it out. Moses Kincaid, local boy from Nelson's Bay, does well. Now on the far side, Vitano. They've got a good spread of players here. They've just got to get it through the hands. What a platform they attack from. Vitano. Little kick along the ground this time, but it's scooped up nicely by Pillage. Good reaction from the fullback, but here we go. A little fumble, and the door has been left open a crack. Hunter Sports High School. This will be the best attacking position they've had all game. It'll be important for them to capitalise on this opportunity. Anu goes hard. Callahan. Now Hunter. Over to left-hand side, looking to break their way through for the first time today. One more pass. Can he get there and finish the job? The defence is all over him, and he won't be able to. All Saints ball. Their defence has been really strong. And I think the scoreline paints a pretty good picture of that. A lot of prestige for the All Saints. Obviously, some of the storied players that have come from this nursery. Hudson Young with the Raiders, Max King, the Bulldogs, Jock Madden with the Tigers, Brodie Jones, Braden Musgrove, he's with the Knights, and the feuding brothers, Matty and Joey Johns, both attended All Saints. So Mark Hughes as well. Lots of great players that have come through this New South Wales nursery. And we might just be witnessing a few more here today. They've been very opportunistic, strong through their carrying as after a few they get themselves up to the other end and Farrell decides to chop it ahead and Binge is there to grab it. Oh, but he loses it in his first carry and it's picked up nicely here by Gothard. Head out to the right. The Saints rumbling towards the Hunter Sports defence. Big pass out from Thompson, out wide, a bit of a no thank you coming from Liam Richardson, and he joins the try party. And at the moment, the only invitations seem to be going to the All Saints College Maitland boys. What a display we have witnessed here this afternoon. Thank you for tuning in here on Community TV for round number 2 of the Peter Mulholland Cup. Currently our match is being broadcast from Maitland Sportsfield number 1. We are in the northern pool of the competition, one of 5 pools. Our main seeded pool, those 4 teams will head through to the quarterfinals. Then the next 4 best teams from across the other 4 pools will make it in. That's not necessarily one from each. It goes on competition points, for and against. So just being the best in your pool won't be enough to keep your Australian Secondary Schoolboys Rugby League Cup intact. You've really got to be delivering every single game as this competition culminates later in the year. Now Farrell. Well, but it doesn't have the distance. Score remains All Saints 32, Hunter Sports 0. And then we look across what's coming up. We see the results of 2022 dictated who was in the seeded pool this year and in the regional pools. They've got 3 rounds in pool phase. They play one another. Quarterfinals on August 16. The semis are a week later on the 23rd. Then the southern final is at the end of the month of August on the 30th. And then that will see them go up. And we'll see the big final, the national final on the 13th of September, which is absolutely brilliant. Obviously, the Aussie Schoolboy trials are on the first week of the school holidays up at Redcliffe. From this neck of the woods, we'll see a New South Wales combined high school team, then the New South Wales combined Catholic colleges, or the Triple C, as it is affectionately known. They'll be picked, and then the boys, before they jump on a plane and head home, the Aussie Schoolboys squad will be picked, and it's going to be a fierce competition up there between all the sides at Redcliffe. Fins up if you're a Dolphins fan. As the Saints play a little bit of territory here, they've got this game very much under control with 16 minutes left on the clock. Vitano, a dummy half. The captain He's been trying to lead his pack around to see if they can find a way to get through, and this might be just a good little start for them as the kick is put in field. The bounce is a beauty for Max Fines. Gets the offload, but it will go into the hands of the Saints. The follow-up players weren't there for Hunter. That could have been on. That could have been their first points of the game. He just needed someone to come with him. Gothard, 2 tries for him, picked up, put down. Hunter Sports defence. Tamaya Anu doing a good job today for them as the Saints look to bust their way up centre right of the field. In middle, Farrell. Good pass and a good tackle on Hickling. Anu was the one there. He's been good today as Farrell kicks one in behind, scooped up nicely by Binge. He's been busy, beats one. 15 minutes left in the match. And All Saints, they've been clinical for the 45 gone already. Callahan from dummy half. Does well, pops it away. Binge is waiting out there looking for it. Coming through though is Anu. Defence read him well and sat him down 30 metres away. Here we are with Barnes. Callahan. McDermott. Vitano gets the pass away. Here it is with Anu. Anu gets it back to the captain, who tries to kick it, drops it on the ground. It's back with the Saints. They'll look to rebound quickly here. Will the Saints? Jones. One out does well. Saville. He's in a dummy half now. Looks to unleash another couple of players. He's back there getting the offload. Now it's with the Saints in Hunter Sports territory on the right-hand side. They've just been so strong, fracturing and bending defensive lines. As we see another engagement here with Mitchell, but it'll be lost. They've got a right now to play a little bit fast and a little bit loose. They've given themselves a hell of a buffer, but they've got to have it in the back of their mind. The for and against is really important going into the back end. Saints, they don't have a win on the board. They went down to Central Coast Sports College, 20-16 in round one. They've got Farah in the end of July. A bit of time between, but they'll dig in. And even if All Saints don't progress through to the quarters, they've still got other footy on as well within the Catholic Rugby League schoolboy system down here, so they'll have some more games to play. Likewise, under Sports High School. As they charge their way forward at the back, Callahan, he's just collecting dust, having to wait for the ruck and get it out, which gives All Saints so much time defensively. Now a nice easy take there for Gothard, who's definitely got his hands up for man of the match honours in my books. Lucas Hickling, I've been liking him as well. The rugby convert, he's done an exceptional job today. He's been fantastic in many facets. Richardson, the most recent try scorer there. They've put on quite the show for the home crowd. 11 minutes still on the clock. How much further will they go? Farrell. Here it is for Hickling. Hickling. Another good tackle from Anu. He's been a defensive workhorse for Holland Sports High School today. Nice little take here Out the back, and Slade is really starting to stretch those legs off the kick return. They're still on that first tackle. A little dummy, throws it on the boot. Was it the right option? They had so many tackles in the bank. It'll go long. And Hunter Sports High School still scoreless on the ledger. Those moments there, hold onto the ball, still had a full set of tackles, needed the team to come up with him. See the kids out the back here, what a wonderful complex it here is at Maitland at the athletics track. Look at them doing all their hard work. I can see a lot of them just peering over through the discus cage though to see what's unfolding here. We see the guys up the back getting the, what looks to be the big new scoreboard up and running. Exciting stuff. As the restart from Saints is a short one from All Saints, and O'Callaghan. Hand on the wheel, pops it nicely away there for Jarvis. Hunter Sports High School, over to the right they go now. Beale, ooh, doesn't want to take it into that traffic. To the left they go. See if All Saints College Maitland can hold on to this perfect defensive record today. Beale again, pops it away. Vitano, Anu straightens up. Jerseys of blue and black. Wait for him. Will be held. Callahan. Bouncing pass, skittles off the fingers of Beale. Final 8 minutes. What a big result it is for the home side. See, they made it to they've won the trophy twice. They've made it to the 2018 quarterfinals. They'll give away cheap possession here. And they'll be down the player, it seems. Hunter Sports High, tap and go. Godoy in the lead. Callahan. They work it over. Good work here from Vitano. Vitano beats a couple. Vitano! Here he is, and the captain gets the first try of the game for Hunter Sports High and his third in 2023. Well, a try there for the Knights contracted player, Connor Vitano. As part of the Knights squad, the Harold Matthews Cup squad. There's a couple of other players in there as well, obviously. Anu, as the conversion sails over. Hunter Sports High School now close the gap down. They're trailing 6 points to 32. Anu also in that Harold Matts Cup squad for the Knights. Kyron Blair, another. Madden Potts. So there's a fair few of them across the Hunter Sports High School team, which have played together a lot in and out of school, but today it's just been very difficult for them to get the upper hand. It's All Saints who have just had this game by a string. We enter the final chapter of this game. They found points. But there will not be enough time to find a victory. It's all about salvaging something here. Godoy. Callahan back to Godoy, who's been featuring quite heavily in the second half. Furtado, the try scorer, gives it away cleanly. Over to the left, another pass from Furtado, but that one will be left behind by Fines, who has to double back to get it. He'll beat one defender. He's now gained a few metres from where he had to go back, so his team's still on the front foot here. Callahan looking for his trusty right-hand man, Godoy, who goes right over the top of Jackson Saville. Gets the offload back for Callahan. Here he is, the dummy half, and Callahan! Fleet feet in the pink boots, scoots across. Try number 2 for Hunter Sports High School. Grabs the tee, Craig Martin, as Vitano grabs his second conversion of the day. So a late surge here from Hunter Sports High School. They're trailing 12 points to 32.
Try Hunter Sports High School, scored by number 14, Try Callahan. Conversion successful by number 1, Connor Vitano. That makes the score to All Saints.
So it's
32. Sports High School 12.
Taken a bit of a turn here in the last 8 minutes of play. Hunter Sports High School finding form, which had escaped them for the majority of this match. But they're going to come home and they're going to try and close this gap down as much as they can. All Saints have been fantastic, and they rightly come back to that line as slow as possible. Wear down that clock. 3 minutes left. It'll be interesting to see how this game finishes up. Saints, has complacency let these points in? Has Hunter finally figured out the way around? All Saints, as we see another brilliant carry there from number 15, Charlie Barnes. But a little fumble there. Handling error, and Saints get the ball back after an extended period of time. It's been very interesting too. We've seen Hunter, when they've had ball in hand and they've had some quality back-to-back possession, they've done really well. They've come away with the points, but I think that more leans towards All Saints College Maitland's ability to really hold on to possession and really making the most of it. It's been a formidable side for Hunter Sports to overcome, as Farrell takes a little bit of a settler there. Allows for the reset. Jones. Straight on underneath. Callahan gets him by the knees. And it seems the defensive effort was a bit over the top, and now another penalty. 90 seconds left. The game will go to the Saints. Can they add a few more here? Young goes forward in the tackle. They're 9 metres out. Saville, Farrell. He's been brilliant off the tee. Also got a try today, but they'll shut him down promptly. Some hammering lines coming via All Saints. Saville. Across the park they go. Great hands! And darting across to join so many of his other teammates. It'll be Braith O'Connor. 7-try haul for the All Saints to cap off a memorable match here at Maitland Sports Field number 1. Confidence will be overflowing here in Maitland as they now take a bit of a break as we look forward to round number 3 when they take off Farah here on the 26th of July. God, I'd have to correct my maths here, but that'll be some 4 or 5 weeks away. So a bit of a break while we see the holidays come and go. Aussie Schoolboy trials up in southeast Queensland fire off as well. Beautiful winter day here in Maitland. Gusty shore. The westerlies blowing in hard now, left to right. And it will draw close to this game. And for one last time this afternoon, we take it down to captain of the All Saints, College Maitland, Ashton Farrell. Strikes it. Finds the flags to finish off. A great win for his side. And it is full time here in Maitland. Make sure you join us again at the back end of July on the 26th for round 3 of the Peter Mulholland Cup. A big result here for All Saints College Maitland. They down Hunter Sports High School 38 points to 12. They'll rocket up the standings